How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you guys a ranked seasons game. I'm going to be making 95 overall Adam Wainwright's debut along with 99 overall George Brett. I'm going to be using the 98 Keith Hernandez off the bench. I'm not going to have too much gameplay with him because it'll just be a situational hitter, but I did want to focus on some of the new cards that I did get. I also picked up the Kenley Jansen after the stream yesterday, but I was kind of tired today. Yesterday I went bowling with my uncle and I was up late, so figured I'd just play a couple games of ranked seasons, make a couple videos for you guys. And to start off this game, Adam Wainwright's pitching pretty well. He has a nice cutter. I was able to jam up Tony Gwynn there. His curveball is pretty effective. He's got a good changeup, sinker. I would try to stay away from the four-seam fastball if you want to try to pitch effectively with this card, because that's probably his worst pitch. But if the opponent is really patient and they're taking a lot of pitches, taking the first pitch of a lot of at-bats, and you want to use that as a first pitch strike, get his confidence up with that pitch, then it might be effective as like kind of to throw somebody off, if that makes sense. But I'm going to really try and stay away from the four-seamer. Here I got kind of unlucky. There was a play that a little blooper to center field right over Ichiro's head. I don't really know what happened there. I tried to dive with Roberto Alomar. I tried to just tag him. I used the right stick to try and tag the runner. He decided to dive. It cost me another run. That's going to make it a 3-0 game. And I mean, with the way that this game started out, I wasn't able to get really anything going at the plate so far. I mean, I'm facing Brett Saberhagen, who I haven't really faced all that much, but here's one heck of a play from Cal Ripken Jr. Just a heck of a shortstop, 99 overall, and showing his defense right there. But now we have George Brett making his debut at bat, and that was a good pitch, inside fastball. The fastball from Saberhagen was a little bit tougher to pick up. He does also have a hard slider, a slow changeup, and a slow breaking ball, so he does have 4 good pitches as well. This Adam Wainwright has about 4 pitches. In this play, I don't know what happened there. He got a weird animation. Luckily, I was able to catch that one. Not really sure what happened. But for the most part, in these first couple innings, it's mostly Adam Wainwright, and I did give up a couple runs there. I would have been able to minimize a little bit if I would have been able to get that guy out, or Ichiro, or somebody out on that play. But definitely down 3 early in this game. A few lineouts to start this one off. I wasn't really squaring up the ball consistently, though. I did have a couple bad at-bats. This is probably the best hit of the game so far. That is going to be an extra base hit from Johnny Bench. I really do like this Johnny Bench card. He's been a really good catcher for me ever since I picked him up. I've also been using Kyle Schwarber a little bit behind the plate. But with all this new content that SDS just released, I'm excited to try some of these cards out. But I was able to get the opponent to pop up in foul territory there. You had a chance to break the game open. Still a 3-0 game. So, I mean, it's still, I'm able to come back in this one, but it's not ideal. Obviously, I would have liked to score a couple runs earlier in this game, or at least chip away at the deficit. But we do have Frank Thomas up. Now the opponent has scored a couple more runs. I finally was able to get on the board as well. I gave up a 3-run shot to Cal Ripken Jr. That really was the difference in this game so far. If I didn't do that, I probably would have been able to, you know, chip away and maybe be able to come back in this game. But down 7-4, I thought I got that one with George Brett, just under it. I ended up losing that game. So I was at like 789. I dropped down to about 760, 750 something. But let's go ahead and get into this next game. We're using Justin Verlander now. I had taken Verlander out of the rotation to try that Wainwright out. And after using Wainwright, I wanted to use Verlander once again. I put him back in there to try him out because I was starting to pitch a little bit better with this Verlander. Obviously, if I'm going up against a really good player, like a top player in this game, then Verlander isn't going to be a very good option for me. But since I did lock in that Verlander, I am going to be using him in my rotation as well. I recently sold Zach Greinke, and then I picked him back up because I wanted to use somebody that I was more comfortable with. I want to have Wainwright in there, Verlander in there, a couple of different options that I can mix up in my rotation. I don't want to just have 5 guys that I'm using. But luckily in this game, I was able to go up 1-0. Frank Thomas hit a home run in the previous game, and then now in this one, he starts this game off with a solo shot. It is in the second inning, but it is good to go up 1-0. I've been playing from behind in some of these games recently, and it's good to go up early in the game. But here it was a weird play. I got a fielder's choice. Guy got thrown out at second base there, 50-something speed. But in the top of the third, with Pablo Sanchez up, the contact-focused creative player, he is going to send a no-doubter out to the right center field gap. That's going to be into the bullpen there. I don't really like playing at this Mets field all that much, but it's one of the better major league fields to play at, I would say. Because of the batter's eye, you can see the ball pretty well. But there, Tony Gwynn's going to send one out, back-to-back pitches, back-to-back home runs there, going up 4-0. And that's going to bring up George Brett, who is going to bloop one into left field. This should never be a hit, but since it is George Brett's debut, as well as a couple of these other Signature Series cards, then I figured I would include that hit. Did fall in there for a base knock. I was unable to score on it, but here Johnny Bench is going to line out to right field. I was lining out quite a bit in some of these games, but I mean, I know I have to consistently square the ball up if I want to score some runs, and sometimes with some of the feedback that you do earn, you're not going to get rewarded all the time. But that opponent did go ahead and quit out of that one. It was still a really good game. I was up 4-0 in there, and he definitely could have come back, and it seems like that's how some of the ranked seasons games I've been playing. Either I go up and the opponent quits out like halfway through the game, or I go down early and I'm trying to come back and I end up playing the full 9-inning game and losing. Or I can make the comeback. Either way, I'd rather just play a full game regardless of what the score is. I mean, I'm the last one that's going to quit out of a game. If I'm getting smacked, I'm getting smacked. I'm going to go ahead and take it. Try and work on coming back in the game. It's good practice. But here in this one, I did have something cooking. Unfortunately, I lined out to, well, I guess that's a one-hopper ground ball to Rogers Hornsby there, playing shortstop. I believe that was Rogers Hornsby playing short. But Frank Thomas unable to get the run in. Here's a base knock from George Brett. Definitely a good hitter. Haven't really tapped into his power too much. I am going to have another couple games of ranked seasons uploaded a little bit later today. I'm going to be doing a double upload. But I wanted to include a few of these games of ranked seasons. I did get a really good situation right here, and I want to kind of explain what I was thinking about during this play. I had first and second with nobody out. I had Ichiro coming up to the plate. I tried to get a bunt down and steal the runner. He missed the bunt. I got thrown out. It was a double play pretty much. I ended up getting running myself out of the inning there. If I was able to get the bunt down, then I would have had guys on second and third. That hit right there scores the run. I'm just trying to be aggressive early on in this game, and I felt like I had Ichiro up the plate. Probably should have just let him swing away, but he does have a great bunting attribute. Tried to do the job, and I didn't want to hit into a double play. I've been hitting into some double plays, and just really wasn't squaring up the ball consistently. And when I was hitting into a lot of lineouts. I wanted to try and manufacture a run. I mean, here I smoked it right to the center fielder. Matt Kemp makes the play there. Just some of the at-bats, I probably could have had a couple better at-bats in this one, but still a 0-0 game. I mean, the opponent is going to start this inning off with a double. That's going to be a double from Rogers Hornsby. And just like that, I mean, when you have a Kershaw matchup, really one swing of the bat can make a difference in this game. He was able to draw a walk with Frank. I didn't want to risk it and face Frank Thomas and have him knock a base hit. I walked him. I kind of just pitched around him, but his creative player was stepping up right there with the base hit up the middle. Definitely well-deserved, and we could easily have more runs, both of us, in this game, I think. But there, another line out right to the shortstop with Ichiro. Here in this situation, I have a chance to extend the inning with 2 outs. I had the top of my order coming up. He makes one heck of a play there. Not really anything I could do about that one. I just got to tip my cap. That was a nice defensive play, and he robbed me of a base hit there. But following up the next inning, Tony Gwynn smacking one through the right side. That would have been the next batter. I'm not sure if I would have got the same pitch, but if the other one gets through and extended the inning, then maybe I could get something going. This one, I don't know how that wasn't a home run. That was a hit chance of 15, squared up, good squared up, right to the left fielder with Roberto Alomar, fastball down the middle. I'm not really sure what happened. I just lined out to left field, but I felt like I really squared that one up. I thought it was going to be a no-doubter off the bat, but down 1-0 still in this game. Pinch hit Ronald Acuna, and he's going to also square that curveball up. That was also a 15 hit chance, and I'll explain a little bit what I'm talking about at the end of this game. Here in the 9th inning, I was able to get a base hit with Frank Thomas to start this one off. The last couple clips of this video is just me trying to make this comeback, trying to manufacture a run. I went ahead and pinch ran Kenny Lofton for Frank Thomas at first base. I wasn't necessarily trying to steal. I felt like if I brought some speed on first base, he might throw a fastball inside, and he definitely does, but unfortunate, I swung at it. I was sitting low and in. I swung at it. I still beat it into the ground, and that's going to be a double play. It definitely hurt me in this game, but that's why I was trying to bunt and take advantage of some other situations earlier on in this game. But to end this one right here, Ricky Henderson is going to hit a line drive to right field. I was unable to come back in that game, and I want to quickly show you guys some of the hit analysis. If you take a look at this screenshot, it labels the situation as label hit chance, with the numbers 15 being the highest one to get a hit. And also, these are pitches that I swung at. Label PCI contact, so it wasn't pitches that I took or that I swung and missed. But as you can see right there in the general area, the middle of the strike zone, we have multiple 15s, a couple 14s, a couple 12s, 13s, and all those resulted in out. I don't normally look at this like really in depth. I normally just play the game, but I was generally curious after that last one. I wasn't sure why I was unable to score a run. I mean, I know I did a bonehead move on the bases, but I just wanted to also let you guys know that that feature is available in the batter analysis. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm College Lefty. I will have another video uploaded in a couple hours, but stay tuned for that. Peace out. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe if you are new. I'll see you in the next one.